Matthew chapter 15. This chapter is amazing, and I didn't realize how amazing it was until God really broke it down to me. So we see in chapter 15 saying that what comes out of your heart and what comes out of your mouth is what defiles someone. And I was like, wow, God, that is so true. But I'm seeing further in chapter 15, you're literally calling a woman a dog. Like, isn't that kind of defiling of her kid? Like, I was just kind of like, wow, God, you gave such a great message, but then you literally just called someone a dog. Like, that is hurtful. But then I was like, God, why would Jesus do this? So God had to really explain what Jesus was saying. You guys have to realize that he wasn't going to help deliver this woman's daughter, because it says in verse 24, I was commissioned to God and sent only to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So God only came for the children of Israel. But this woman said, even the pet dogs eat the crumbs that fall from their young master's table. She was not under, that specialty of being under the house, the children of Israel. So Jesus wasn't gonna, save the woman's daughter. But that just made me realize this woman switched the whole assignment. Jesus saw her heart and was like, you know what? If I can find one person like this woman, then I'm going to go beyond saving just the children of Israel. I'm going to save everyone. This woman put a whole new perspective on God. Like, God, I am that one person that will take the crumb off the master's table and accept it and eat it. And that just made me realize that some of us who are Christians, we think that what we have is only crumbs. But that is okay, because you're getting the full meal from Jesus. And you are so full that you only have crumbs left. But if you keep those crumbs for yourself, it's going to go stale. You're not going to eat it because God is giving you so much. So what you need to do with those crumbs is you need to give it to your sisters and brothers who don't know Jesus like that. Because that crumb is like fresh whole fruit to them. That crumb is like manna that's falling. Oh man. The crumbs you have is like manna to someone that needs to know Jesus. So don't keep it for yourself, because we know what happened when the Israelites tried to keep the manna for themselves. It went stale, it went bad, they couldn't eat it. So when God is giving you that whole dish, the fruit of the word, blessings, the crumbs you have left over, it's not just little tiny crumbs. Even though you're seeing it as small, that next person is going to be blessed with that. And when you're able to look beyond what you're looking at, because Jesus only saw the Canaanite woman and was going to walk by her and not save the woman's daughter, because he only had the assignment. So don't shift what you have in mind. So some of us see like, okay, God gave me this purpose. He showed me in my visions, like God showed me in my vision that I'm going to be standing, speaking in front of people. And I'm like, okay, God. But if I only focus on the traditional route of speaking in front of people, I'm going to miss blessing other people along the way. Don't hinder yourself. Don't try to save all those crumbs for a time for when Jesus show you where you're at the top. No, start passing those crumbs around, because God is going to continue to pour onto your hand the full fruit. That is just so good. But I just wanted to share that because I wish I could say the way I see it, because God always, like, every time I read the word, I see pictures. I always see the image of the woman. I always see what Jesus is saying and how his body language is. And his body language to me, it was kind of like, woman, like, hey, I'm coming for the Israel. She was just, I could just see her, Lord, I will take the crumbs. Just give me the crumbs. Like, if I had Elijah and Jesus wasn't going to save my child, I'd be like, Jesus, I would literally put Elijah in Jesus' hand, like, just save him, do whatever you can. And that's how some of the non-believer are, or those who are lost. They're like, just give me something to help me. There's so many people who are depressed, who's going through it. They need something. And what you have in your hand, that little crumb, is so much that will fill the stomach. that will feel that depression, feel that void, feel the anxiety, feel the poverty, feel the sickness, feel the hurt and the pain. And it will grow joy, happiness, peace. That food will fill it. Fill their stomach with your crumbs. Don't underestimate the crumbs that are in your hand. Use it. Amen.